Hello friends, welcome to my channel Cryptic Wisdom. In Zen philosophy, finding peace in the present moment is a practice of fully immersing oneself in the here and now, free from the distractions of past regrets or future anxieties. Zen teaches that true peace arises from embracing the present with complete awareness and acceptance. By focusing on the present moment, we release the burdens of what has been or what might be, allowing ourselves to experience life as it unfolds. This mindful presence fosters a deep sense of calm and contentment, as we come to recognize that peace is not found in distant goals or imagined futures, but in the simplicity of each passing moment. Through practices like meditation and mindful observation, Zen helps us cultivate an inner stillness that remains unshaken by external circumstances, revealing the profound serenity that exists within us. So friends, let's start today's story. Once upon a time, in a serene village nestled among towering mountains, there lived a young person who was constantly plagued by worry. Every day, their mind was clouded with anxious thoughts about the future and regrets about the past. No matter how hard they tried, they couldn't escape the relentless grip of worry. Life, which should have been a joyful journey, felt like a heavy burden. One day, as this person was walking along a winding path lined with fragrant flowers, they came across an old sage sitting beneath a blossoming cherry tree. The sage, with eyes that seemed to hold the wisdom of ages, radiated a sense of tranquility that immediately caught the young person's attention. The very air around the sage seemed to hum with peace. Intrigued and desperate for relief, the young person approached the sage and asked, "Honored sage, how can I find peace and stop worrying? My mind is never at rest." The sage looked at the young person kindly and motioned for them to sit beside them under the shade of the cherry tree. "Dear one," the sage began, "worry is like a thief that steals away our joy and serenity. But there is a way to break free from its grip." Eager to learn, the young person leaned closer, their eyes filled with hope and desperation. "You see," the sage continued, "worry arises when we become too attached to the outcomes of our actions. We dwell on the past and fret about the future, forgetting to fully embrace the present moment." The young person nodded, their mind beginning to grasp the sage's words, yet still feeling the weight of their worries. "But how can I let go of my worries?" they asked. "They feel so real and overwhelming." The sage smiled gently, the lines on their face softening. "Indeed, worries can seem powerful, but they are illusions created by our own minds. Allow me to share a story to illustrate this. Long ago, in a bustling city, there was a skilled juggler who amazed audiences with their breathtaking performances. This juggler had mastered the art of balance, effortlessly juggling multiple objects without ever dropping a single one. People marveled at the juggler's skill, but little did they know the true secret behind their mastery. One day, a curious onlooker approached the juggler and asked, "How is it that you never seem to worry about dropping any of the objects you juggle?" The juggler smiled and replied, "Watch closely." As the juggler began their routine, the onlooker observed their intense focus. The juggler's gaze was not fixated on any particular object. Instead, their eyes were attentive to the space between the objects, the empty space where the objects could be caught and released effortlessly. The onlooker was amazed. "You don't worry about dropping the objects because you focus on the empty space instead." The juggler nodded understandingly. Indeed, in life, worries are like the objects we juggle. If we become too fixated on each worry, we lose sight of the space in which they exist. It is in that space, the present moment, that we find true peace. The young person contemplated the story, feeling their worries beginning to loosen their grip. So to stop worrying, I must focus on the present moment rather than getting caught up in my worries? The sage nodded, a soft smile on their lips. Yes, my dear one, the present moment is where life unfolds, where joy can be found. When we let go of worries and immerse ourselves fully in the present, we discover a profound sense of peace. Inspired by the sage's words, the young person felt a newfound hope bloom in their heart. They realized that worrying was a habit they could break, and they committed themselves to practicing living in the present moment. From that day forward, the young person embarked on a journey of mindfulness. They learned to observe their worries without judgment and gently bring their focus back to the present. As their connection with the present deepened, their worries gradually lost their power. With each passing day, the young person's joy and serenity grew, and worry became a distant memory. They realized that life, like a flowing river, could only be experienced fully in the present moment. The past was gone, and the future was yet to come, but the present was always within reach, vibrant and full of possibilities. And so, the young person carried the wisdom of the sage in their heart, sharing it with all who were burdened by worry. Their simple message echoed through the village and beyond. Find peace in the present, and worries will fade away like mist in the morning sun. Worries can often overshadow the vibrant threads of joy, peace, and contentment. However, by embracing the wisdom of living in the present moment, we can transform our relationship with worry. Remember, worry is a product of our attachment to outcomes, a habit that can be broken with mindfulness. When we shift our focus to the present, we open ourselves to the beauty and possibilities that surround us. Take a moment to breathe deeply, ground yourself in the present, and let go of the worries that burden your mind. Embrace the serenity that resides within you. Trust in the flow of life, and have faith in your ability to navigate its currents with grace. As you journey through life, remind yourself that worry is merely a passing cloud in the vast sky of existence. Choose to dance in the rain of uncertainty, for it is in those moments that we discover our resilience and strength.